Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of my tour of City 115, an absolutely massive city that was not finished, but the world creators let me look around it and kind of give a little tour for my channel. So this is City 115. If you haven't seen it in previous episodes, go back and check because we pretty much looked at a bunch of other stuff. That was pretty impressive. This city wasn't built it wasn't built at all for over a year. I think the last time they were on it was May of 2014. So yeah, and they weren't the most experienced of builders. But yeah, this is pretty much it's a pretty impressive city. I mean, there's got a lot of detail, and it's got quite a lot of things. So I decided I might as well show you around. But we looked through some of those buildings in the last episode, and now we're going to be looking at this one. And this one I hear is, I think, the first one the first building that they ever made. I think, like, this little chunk of road right here, like, this little line is, like, the first thing they were doing, like, when they were figuring out the entire sidewalk and stuff like that. I do have a little recommendation for the builders, like, and for anybody else who wants to start a city, put little trees inside of the cement. Like, make little areas. This is good because the sidewalks are really big. Put, little big areas, about 3 by 3. Like, cover it and, like, I'll show you a little example, I guess. Because I'm not very good at explaining things. So, this is a little tutorial on how to possibly improve your city. So what you could do is dig out a little 3 by 3 area, like this. Actually, I don't even think we gotta have to do that. Like, do this. And, oops, I broke something right there. And I can do whatever I want because the creators, aren't exiting and saving, and neither am I, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. Actually, we should probably... I can just do that. Alright, so do something like this. Just build several of these. And you can even customize your own, which is probably like my strongest recommendation. It will take time, but the trees will look so much better. These trees do look good right here if you put like several of them. Not like right next to each other, but like a few, maybe like 10 blocks apart. But I'm thinking the best trees I could put here is probably like handcrafted ones because those are the ones that always turn out the best. But now, enough showing you what I could add. This building wasn't really worked on. It was supposed to be an office building, and they got these really awesome ideas for the little elevator thing. I never thought of doing that before. So, like, look at the little compass on top of it, on top of the elevator. And it's like, now it's going up. Whee! That's such an amazing idea. But these elevators aren't the best. I could probably do better. Neither are these floorings, but they were experimenting a lot. This was one of the first times they were ever on creative and building in Minecraft. So most of the time they were just experimenting. They were just seeing which two items and which combination of items best went together. So over here it looks like we got a supermarket, probably because there's a giant food sign on top of that. And I don't think we can get in. They said the buildings with the iron doors had no interior. So, oh well. We got quite an interesting looking building over here. I'm not quite sure what this is, but that's actually a pretty nice design. I kind of like that. They should probably done the inside. And they kind of did this this little weird design that they have, but it's actually pretty interesting. And there's a little thing on here. What's this supposed to be? Maybe it was like a little recording building, like a little recording studio. That's actually pretty interesting. Never thought of building anything like that. I believe over here, I think this is the town hall. I do believe. Wow, these fountains are actually pretty interesting. Wow, those are actually pretty good. Yeah. They don't really look like fountains. It kind of looks like a little bit of water coming down from like this big pile of dirt. But it is pretty good. I mean, for me, I would probably put like a little spout thing coming up, and then like get ice and melt it in the air. So I mean, it's like the water's just floating there, so it looks like it's actually like bursting out with water. But this isn't my city. It was their city like about a year ago. But they got some flags here, and I think each one. Hold on, let's see if I can name them. That's Germany. I think that one might be Vatican City. I'm not sure why. But that one's Sweden. I love Sweden. That's the US. It's Israel. I'm not sure why that's there. And Ireland, I think. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why there's an Israel flag. I'm not sure. Maybe the builders had some of that in their blood. But then I don't know why would they have. I'm not even sure what. I really gotta ask them what are all those flags for, because it's like they're completely different. But oh well, it doesn't matter. But this is nice. I kind of like how they put the leaves here. I think they got this from like a YouTube video that they saw. It was like a pretty interesting design. They never thought of putting leaves as grass, but they saw it in a video. That's what they said. They were kind of giving me a little, like, they were, I flew around the world, and they were, like, showing me everything and told me all the things that they would appreciate if I spent some time actually looking through the actual detail. And this was one of it, how it was, like, it's actually something they never actually tried before, and it was actually pretty good how it turned out. But, yeah, I like that design. It actually looks pretty good. And up here is the courthouse, I think the city hall, and they got the lovely flag up there. It's a bit unsymmetrical, but that's what you kind of got to work with when you got an odd number of blocks with an even number of even number of blocks on a flag. But wow, I don't really think they furnished most of this, but we got kind of this nice big eagle. That's actually a pretty nice design, and I also like how they did the glowstone on these edges, so that way it kind of lights it up a bit. Here's a giant flag of the city. Interesting. And I think over here is what they were planning to make. Let's see, like a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, so that was just a bunch of stuff that they were planning on building. But I think they got to some of it, but they never really went back and checked. But yeah, I'm not sure why they built a big diamond wall around it. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but I definitely did. And it's something that's, it's not the best. If you're going to be building on a diamond, don't build out of all of it. Like, when it comes to cities, don't build all out of one material. I mean, you got to kind of spread it out. I kind of like how all these buildings have different colors and shapes. So it's kind of like, it's actually really nice, different explosion of colors. Like over here, over by the city, the outskirts, they got like a nice gray building, gold, another gray, purple, and then red. And that's like, I kind of like that. It's not your average city, which actually makes it a lot much better, in my opinion. But let's go over here real quick. And it looks like, I'm pretty sure I know what this is. If not, then I'm not sure what's going on in my head. But this is obviously the Eiffel Tower. Oh, very nice. Wow, I wonder how they built this. I mean, I'm pretty sure they looked at like a real picture of it. They said something about a picture and something along those lines. I'm not sure if they actually looked at a picture of the Eiffel Tower and made it off of that. I think what they found was like a weird picture. I think it was. And it was like really awfully, like it didn't have, I'm not quite sure what they're called, but I don't know what many things are called. It's like a really bad picture of the Eiffel Tower because there wasn't many like pixels forming it. Like it was like literally like 50 like 50 by 40 I think it was, which it's not that, it's pretty bad. I know it's very bad, but it was like a really awful picture like someone took with like, I don't know, but they just found it in one of the weird corners on the internet, and they found out that it actually turns out really good in Minecraft, so it's actually pretty good. Yeah, that reminds me of this. It's kind of like, why whenever there's a UFO sighting they always use such bad cameras? Like, why don't they use like they have their phone with you, and that's like a perfectly good camera, but instead they have to get this really awful one, which makes it really stupid. It's like you can't even believe it. And we found this little interesting building. Probably not something you find in a city, but oh well. I guess this is a, I'm guessing kind of a greenhouse or something, a place where they grow food. But there's a big stack of melons, big stack of pumpkins, and a bunch of other plants over here. I'm not sure what this is, but oh well. We might as well continue with the tour. Alright, so now let's come over here, and this looks like a bit of a parking garage because every city is going to need parking. But I think this is actually a residential parking garage. I'm not sure if I said that right, but there's a few apartments down there, which is actually, it's something a bit different since they built a few other cities, and it was actually, I think on my tour, like a few of their other cities that they made, they weren't completely finished yet. This was probably the farthest they ever came with the city, and this is probably got the most detail and like the most of everything. Like in the other cities, they didn't have these little houses. They really just built big skyscrapers that had hollow insides. But this is just a pretty nice parking garage. Not really realistic because I'm pretty much going to guarantee that an average car, is not really going to make it up or down a 45-degree slope easily, especially when it's going at like 25 miles an hour. I'm not sure it's going to be going that fast. I'm pretty sure it's going to be going like 10. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bit unrealistic if you ask me. I'm pretty sure I would have gone with a more gradual slope because I did actually help them with the city. It was 2 builders, and I actually helped them, but it was mostly just filling in things because it was kind of their city, and I didn't really want to put all my input into it. But hey, I was just as bad as a builder as they were. But oh well, that was probably better. But looks like we got a little cake statue. Not sure why. They did say they were just working on this, putting anything they can into it. Here are some townhouses. They're actually pretty interesting colors, if you ask me. But they said like they built like a design for this in survival, and they actually put it in creative, and it's actually a pretty interesting look. And it's like it's got everything. And oh look, there's a little dog in here. How you doing? He's like, why'd you have to come in my house? And I guess I'll have a sleep out here. I think, yeah, here's the bedroom, and I guess it's also the bathroom. They didn't really put in a bathroom for this. I guess they forgot. The builders always forget bathrooms. I've seen some of the houses they built. There's like one bathroom that's on like the second floor because they forgot to put it in on the first. But these are like 2-floored apartments. So there's like one person lives on the bottom and one person lives on the top. And it's actually pretty interesting. I kind of like this design. I might probably put some goat mail. But yeah, so here's some of the backyards they have. I think this is the backyard for the upper people because like there's really no way into it besides this gate, which is right by the stairs. And I think for these people, it's no one through this door, which of course this is the only one with like a nice in-ground pool, and everything else is just grass, And over here, looks we got like a different style. Is this even an apartment? I'm not sure what this is. Is this like a little bar, I guess? Not quite sure what this is. It's probably something I should ask them. But it's pretty interesting. It does have the numbers. Like that one's 1, and then we got 2. Wait, no, that one's 2, I think. And then this one's 2. And that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And over here we got some modern-looking houses. Pretty interesting design, but of course a bunch of different colors. So, oh well. I think out of all these houses, my favorite one that I would like actually want to live in is that one. Why? Because it's my favorite color. It's just because like I would love to live in a house that color. It just looks so good. And over here, okay. See how much they were experimenting? Do you know how much they were really seeing the value of each block? Just trying to put each block, giving it a purpose so they can see exactly what goes right and what doesn't. Wow. That's how much work they put in. So much work that they had to make a soul sand building. Now when it comes to me, this is a building no-no. You only use soul sand for... I only have one reason for soul sand. Actually 2 reasons. The first reason is you're making a nether room inside your house, like a nether themed room, like for your nether portal or something like that, and you want to kind of make it look like the nether, and like you put it as like a sand for your like little lava lake, I guess that you might have made. And the second use is to use it as a little alternative for dirt. So if you're kind of like building like a bit of a I guess weathered trail, you can kind of use like dirt, grass, cobblestone, and some soul sand, but very rarely. Okay, because soul sand doesn't really have much purpose, I think, besides just walking slow on it. But yeah, I think this was supposed to be another road that they're supposed to dig out, but they didn't really get very far. I think they're supposed to put more houses here, and I'm not sure if you noticed this, but there's a kind of a big villager head. Very interesting, if you ask me. And what's this building? It's made out of gold, so I'm guessing it's pretty big, and it's really big and open. What's this? Wait. Oh, is this like a little arena for like concerts and stuff like that? Oh, that's awesome. It's all dark and you got all these seats here. Whoa. I never thought of doing anything like that before. I've tried building a few cities before, but didn't finish them because I'm just not that patient, but I would never think of doing this. This is like something I would never attempt to do because it would just never come to me. This is like something that probably I haven't seen many people do this, and it looks like we got a little bit of a viewing, like maybe this is like a luxury viewing area. Yeah, this is pretty interesting view. It's a bit dark if you ask me, but just some levers over here. What does this do? Does it do anything? I'm not sure. Oh, whoa, look at that. It turns on all those lights. So if we turn it off. So maybe this is where like the lights person goes and flicks on all the lights. What does this one do? Oh, it turns on the ones at the top. Oh, so the ones at the bottom always stay on. Like you can turn them off and like flash all the lights and make it all fun. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Wow. It's not like, I'm pretty sure if I were to make one of these, I'm pretty sure for lighting I would have like a much more complicated system where like if you flicked a lever, it would send off like a repeating redstone current, which would kind of like make the lights flashing. Yeah, but that's actually pretty interesting. Let's see if there's like, wow, this is really nice. I don't know why, but this is actually really good. I like this so much. And it looks like there's a little something back here. Is this like a little backstage area? I'm not sure if you can see this at all, but it's kind of just a big empty room. Is that what yeah, it's just one big empty room. Okay. So there's just one empty room back there. I think they were supposed to furnish that and make kind of like a little backstage area. But wow, that's amazing. And so look, there's the redstone up there. Wow, it's actually, I guess you can kind of see how they put the redstone up, how they set it all up. It's actually pretty nice. I kind of like that. And over here we got the snow building over here. What's this? Finished 7:18 p.m. on February 18, 2014. Yeah, so that is how long ago they did this. And you see that little comma at, before 2014? Yeah, that's supposed to be after the 18, not before 2014. Yep, professional grammar Nazi strikes again. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be like some temple thing. And there's a little statue up here. Pretty interesting. It's very like lengthy, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they would make it that long. Probably just because they want to fill it all in. But this is supposed to be a village here. I think this is supposed to be kind of like a little historical district, so you can kind of see like how the village was before it was like made into all that. So this is what the city used to be like. And there's a little building over here, and I think over here is where I'm going to end the episode. We got this nice looking building over here. It's not complete yet. What's this supposed to be? This is interesting. We got kind of like this nice mowed lawn, which is very nice. This kind of reminds me of, I think it was called Oxford University. I think it's in England. But it's like it's a university in England, of course. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of it. I mean, it's like the same shape. Kind of looks like it, and it's kind of got those weird pillar things right there. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And it's got like this big open thing in the middle. So I think this might have been like a college or something like that, but I guess they never finished it. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll be looking at that interesting diamond structure, which, oh well, I guess we'll see whether we like it or not. But that'll be it for this episode. If you want to see the previous episodes, you can go and find it for yourself because I'm too lazy to edit. Alright, so that'll be it for this episode. I already said that, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, next episode should be online possibly in a few days, I'm guessing. I'm trying to maintain this tour of this amazing city while trying to keep up with my other videos. But I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.